And today we are tapping back in with another segment of the Dirty 30. This is part 7 of the Dirty 30. So guys, like I said, we're rolling through these things. If this is your first episode tuning in, essentially how this works is I'll do 1 week, I'll do Dirty 30s where the internet or people who follow me on my social medias will send me questions. I'll answer those questions as honestly as I can. And if you know my type of honesty, it's brutal, it's very, cutthroat, but it's fair. So then again, you send those questions in on my social medias, and I'll put them in the segment, man, and we'll talk about them, And then the other half of the podcast is interview. So if you want to be interviewed, send in your name, a synopsis of your life story. What do you do? And we'll get you on the podcast. But I want you to send that in to this email, JAMMIEONEIL, the number 2 at gmail.com. Again, that's JamieO'Neil2 at gmail.com. Send in your name, your story. Just let me know what's going on, and we'll see if we can get you on the podcast. With that being said, guys, let's hop right into it. Dirty 30 Part 7. First talking topic of the day, and it's all in the news. It's a controversial topic, especially with me. What are my thoughts on the Jonathan Majors situation? For those who don't know, Jonathan Majors is an up and coming actor, big in Hollywood. I mean, this dude, he's been in everything from Ant-Man Quantumania. He plays Kang in the Marvel Universe. Or at least he did. He actually recently just got fired, which we'll dive more into here in a minute. But, he played Kang. He's played, if you've watched the third Creed movie, he played the antithesis to Michael B. Jordan's Creed character. He's played in a whole host of movies. I loved his character in Love and Witchcraft. Love and Witchcraft, I believe that was the name of it. He played with Journey Smollett. He played along her. They co-starred. Great series. Don't know why HBO canceled it. It was very stupid. They need to revamp it. But I digress. Great actor. Honestly, hopefully, I do believe he'll bounce back from this. But he has the potential to be our generation's Denzel Washington, no doubt. That being said, what are my thoughts on the situation? So I'm going to run down the situation to you the way that I understand it. Now, I like to give a disclaimer before I get into these type of talking topics because, for one, we, as the general public, don't have all the information. We are spitballing. We're shooting at the stars. All a lot of people like to do is pass judgment on things they don't understand. I'm not going to sit here and say wholeheartedly that my opinion is the holy grail because I don't know all the facts of the case. I don't know all the evidence that was displayed in the court. I can only talk about the evidence that's been released to the general public. So, synopsis of the situation. Let's get into it. I got my notes right here, so I'm going to read it off to you. Girlfriend's name was Grace Jabari. She's a Caucasian woman. Boyfriend, Jonathan Majors, African-American man. Jonathan Majors essentially was found guilty recently this week on 2 accounts of a misdemeanor assault and a harassment charge. Now, he was being charged with 4. One was I believe one was a felony assault. And the other, I can't remember what that charge was. And in total, it would have been 4 counts if he would have been found. Now, he was only found guilty on 2. From what we know, right, there's a message thread containing messages where Majors appears suicidal. He appears to be gaslighting in a way. I won't lie. I read the messages, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm on Jonathan's side. I mean, you can say what you want to. I am on his side. I do believe the case got blown out of proportion. I've known way worse cases that have gotten nowhere near the coverage, but he's a big name, so of course he gets that coverage. But I will try to report the facts as I see them with limited bias. I will say there might be a little bias, but I'm gonna do my best to be as unbiased as possible. As I was saying, there was a text message thread that appeared online where he appeared suicidal and sort of manipulative. Can't lie, in a way. Yeah, that wasn't a good look. I don't know why they released those messages. And it came from his camp, which I don't know. Anyways, there's a video also that was leaked. I guess it's from the evidence that was presented in the court in the case. video of Majors running from Jabari being the girlfriend, through the streets of New York. He ran about 6 blocks. I'm talking about he would have gave Hussein a run for his money the way he was trying to get away from that woman. Now, that's the second piece of evidence. So we got messages, we got a video. There's also leaked audio that came out from the court case where he was apparently telling his woman he wanted her to be more like Coretta Scott King. I've listened to that audio as well. We'll get into that. First things first, the text message thread. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, was not a good look. I've known a lot of guys, and like I say, I got a lot of women friends, I got a lot of female friends, and they've kind of went through similar situations with motherfuckers trying to keep a hold on them by making them feel bad if they leave, you know. And as a woman, you shouldn't, as anybody, let me not just say a woman, as anybody, you should never feel bad if you're in a situation where you feel like your life could be threatened, or like if you feel like unsafe, you know, you get out of that situation though. So what I say to that is, if you're ever in that situation, I know it's harder, it's easier said than done, and it's harder to do, but get the fuck out of the situation. If you get a motherfucker that says he's gonna kill himself if you leave, I know this is gonna sound fucked up, but leave that motherfucker. If he kills himself, that's not your fault. That is not your fault. You should hold no guilt on that. You didn't push them towards that. That was completely their decision. Most of the times, people are just saying that as a way to manipulate you to bring you back in. Now, with that being said, that was the first evidence. So that was one strike against John in my book, right? The video, according to the court documents, according to the prosecution statement, Jabari's prosecutor, her attorney, according to her statement, Majors threw Jabari into the car that night, tossed her, actually, quote unquote, tossed her like a football into the car. I don't know if y'all seen the video that I seen, but from the video I seen, looked like he did pick her up, but he placed her in the car and then he immediately took off running. Listen, if I'm in a situation with someone I don't want to be around, especially a woman, and this is a very delicate thing for men, especially nowadays, because like things like this pop up all the time. Women over exaggerate things and they try to claim that you assaulted them or you hurt them or you did something to them, and it's like, hey, listen, I had no intentions on doing anything to you, but one, this woman took his phone, took my property. Now, I don't have to touch you, I don't have to do anything. Honestly, the best solution in that case is to call authorities. Just call the law. You don't even have to do anything. I get it. She took your shit. You want to get it back. Your natural instinct, if someone takes your phone, ask yourself, what you going to do? You going to let them run off with your phone and call the cops, or you going to snatch it? Probably going to go snatch that phone back. At least I know I would. But the proper thing to do in that situation is, especially when you're that big of an actor, hey, you know what? You got my phone. I got my driver in the car. Hey, driver, bro, give me your phone. As a matter of fact, call the law and tell them that she took my property and that I'm going to need them to come seize that from her and get her ass away from me. That's the best option in that situation. He didn't do that, got caught in the heat of the moment. He took the phone back. She's grabbing him. She's literally holding on to this man in the video as he's trying to pull away and leave. He then turns around because, I mean, he's pulling her out of the car because she's coming with him. He turns around, takes her hand off of his jacket, places her back in the car. He didn't toss her like a football, so that was an over-exaggeration on the prosecution side. He puts her back in the car, jerks his hand away because she tries to grab again, and then he takes off. And then she follows him damn near 6 blocks through New York City. Now, I don't know about y'all, but any victim that I've ever known that claims to have been assaulted doesn't follow the assaulter. That doesn't make sense to me. How the hell you gonna claim you were the one that assaulted and you was chasing this man? You see what I'm saying? I don't see where 1 + 1 = 2 in that situation. So yeah, that was a little shaky. Not little, that was a lot of shaky. And then there was a leaked audio of Majors basically telling this woman that she needs to be more like Coretta Scott King. That's an oversimplification. I'm gonna explain what he said. In the message, he was explaining to her his role, not just as an actor, but as a black man in our culture. He has a responsibility, and you know this, just like Denzel, just like Sam, they have a responsibility to uplift the culture, man. I mean, he was at the forefront of it. Him and Michael B. Jordan was the 1-2 punch. They're at the forefront of the culture. So he's explaining to her, like, anything you do externally outside shit in life, in your career, anything like that, it is not just a representation of you, but it is now a representation of me. I need you to be my Coretta. That's what he was explaining to her. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the audio, he he was a little rough with her, but I understand him, because I understand coming from that type of mind state. When you're doing something that's big, it's not just me. I hold myself accountable, but I have to hold you accountable as well. And it all stems from an incident where his girl got too drunk at the bar, I believe, and she was basically just belligerent. You know, we've all been drunk, but when you're at that level, you gotta what's it called? You gotta watch your back, man, because everybody's on the lookout for you. Everybody's looking for anything to put into a negative light in the public media, in the public eye. So you got to be on your P's and Q's. That's what he was breaking down to her. I need you to be my Coretta. You got to be my 1 and 2. We got to be the 1 and 2 punch stand beside me, and you got to hold yourself accountable. I don't think she was quite understanding that, because she kept trying to rebuttal with little, not jabs, but little deflections, you know, and that's not what you want in your woman, especially when you're someone, as he said, trying to be at the forefront of the culture and damn near be a trailblazer for our people. That's a big thing. You got to have a strong woman. You're doomed to fail if your woman's weak, you know. So that's unfortunate. However, so that was the third piece of evidence. So that's all we got. That's all at least that's all I could find. If you can find any additional evidence, send it to me. Follow me on my socials. If you're watching the YouTube videos, of course, they'll be in the description like in every other video. Send it to my socials. I love new information. Listen, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm ill-informed, I'm ill-informed, but I don't mind being informed. So send me additional information if you find it. But from what I could find, this is it. That's all we know. A video, a message thread, and a leaked audio. And apparently that's all they had in the trial as well, because that was enough to convict him, apparently, of a misdemeanor assault. Let me get it right. Of misdemeanor assault and harassment. I'm gonna be honest with you. Based off the evidence I seen, I wouldn't have been able to convict that man of an assault charge. I wouldn't. A misdemeanor assault, even though it says misdemeanor, an assault charge on your record is still heavy. And as we all know, there's the court's opinion, and then there's the public opinion. And public opinion usually sways and holds a candle over everything. Unfortunately for him, he can face up to 1 year in jail. I doubt he'll get any jail time. He'll probably just be not swept under the rug. He'll probably have to do some community service and things like that. But the biggest part is his reputation. It's already affected his reputation. It's already affected his career. He got fired from Marvel, literally. Marvel fired him probably not even 3 hours after the news came out, which tells me they've had their hand on the button for a long time. They've been waiting to fire him. I don't think they plan to keep him, even if the verdict came out that he was not guilty. You know, Marvel and Disney, it's a bunch of corporate bullshit, and they love, they don't like a negative light, and they're not loyal. There's no loyalty in it. It's all business to them. You know, it's unfortunate, but that's how that is. So they fired him. He's been dropped probably from about, I know, at least 3 or 4 different movies and TV series, a few commercials. I mean, he's had advertisements that have been dropped. I mean, it's took a big hit to his career. What I hope for Jonathan Majors is, if you hear this, man, just know that there are still people that believe in you, and I do believe you'll get right back to where you're at, and you'll move past this. I mean, hell, if Dana White can slap his wife in the fucking face on candid camera and not go to jail, I hope this man could be able to get his career back. I mean, damn. I mean, I feel like what Dana White did was a little bit worse than what Jonathan Majors did. You know what I'm saying? If Ezra Miller can get him torment people and everything and still get a movie released, I do hope at some level Jonathan Majors can find his way back into the good graces of the general public. With that being said, we're going to go into the next. I know that, I'm not going to lie, that one was heavy on my heart, so I had to talk a little extra about it today. The next one, we'll talk about that one as well. It won't be as deep because I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this nigga's guilty. Diddy's allegations. Diddy has been doing some shady shit in the music industry since Diddy came into the music industry. However, recently, Diddy has been alleged to have sexually assaulted at least, he's had 4 lawsuits brought against him by 4 different women within the past, I believe, 2 months. Yeah, that's a tough look. Listen, if there's 1 or 2 people that pop up out of the blue and say that you mistreated them in your life, everybody makes an enemy or 2. I'm not saying that you didn't do it. I'm not saying you did do it, but that's something that I'd be like, I don't know. But 4 women coming out of the blue and all saying that you did it. Now, I'll be honest with you. The other 3 didn't come out of the blue until Cassie, who was his, who used to be his girlfriend in the early 2000s. Y'all know Cassie. I love to get too on. That's her. She came out and basically said she was going public with the sexual abuse she endured while with Diddy, and he gave her a payoff. What that tell you? We can all kind of put we can connect the dots, right? Diddy done did something to that girl, and she been holding that in her back quarters as a nuclear bomb until shit went left. I guess shit went left. She needed some money. He knew it. Boom, he dropped off the check. Now, the next woman that came out, I said, okay, she's obviously trying to get a check. I mean, come on. If she's seen how fast Cassie got paid, why was she not trying to get some money? But then you get 2 additional people coming out. Now, that's damning. That's damning, you know. And we've all heard the stories. I mean, Diddy, he's hung people over balconies because they flirted with Cassie when he was with her. He's beat up motherfuckers in the office in fits of rage. He's tried to fight X, Y, and Z rappers, some of your favorite rappers. He's tried to fight these motherfuckers. I mean, Diddy's had a lot of turmoil throughout his career. So do I believe Diddy did it? Yeah, man, Diddy done did that shit, in my opinion. But then again, this is me speculating. I don't really know, but I'm gonna be honest. The evidence for him over the years, over the the conduct of his behavior, I feel like Diddy probably done did that shit, man. And Diddy be on the low. I ain't saying that just to be one of them gossiping motherfuckers. I'm saying that because I'm telling you, it bugs the shit out of me. I seen a video. If you ever watch Drink Champs, it was him, Fabulous, Jada, and Nori. Diddy done known Fabulous for probably over 20 plus fucking years. He gonna tell that man on Drink Champs, for one, he gonna call him daddy 2 times. He said, hey, daddy, listen. Daddy, I know, daddy. He said, daddy, listen. When you gonna party with me? Fab was like, what you mean? We done party before. He said, nah. He said, you ain't never really partied with Diddy. What the fuck that mean? You ain't never really partied with Diddy. What the fuck does that mean? That scared me. Nigga tell me I ain't never really partied with him. I done known him for 20 plus years and we done been to plenty parties. I don't know what that means. You know, it didn't drive the nail into the coffin, but hot damn it, it hit it a little deeper. Yeah, I don't know about Diddy, man. He worries me. He does. Anyways, yeah, that's not gonna be as long. I think Diddy did that shit, and it's taking a toll on his career right now. With that being said, next talking topic, we're going to go to sports updates. Sports updates. The big one, Ja Morant's return. Ja Morant, Ja the shooter, Ja Wick, whatever you want to call that motherfucker. He's back, and he's actually shooting that shit that he should be shooting at. He's shooting at the basket. He came in his first game back against New Orleans, dropped off a hot little 30-piece, 8 assists, I believe it was 3 rebounds, and hit the game winner to win the game. What a hell of a return. I'm not going to lie. I appreciate you, Ja. You won me some money. I only needed you to go for 21, but going for that 30-piece didn't hurt me at all. So I appreciate your contribution to my Christmas fund. And hopefully the second half of this season, you can snap right back into traditional Ja form. Damn, a tongue twister, right? Other sports updates. Waiting on the college football playoffs. The big games are coming up on New Year's Day. I will be waiting on those to see who makes it out of those Final Four. Again, I still think it's going to be Alabama and Texas. I do see those two teams coming out I see those two teams, but I want those two teams to come out because I want a rematch with Alabama, where Alabama whoops Texas' ass in the college football championship, because I think that game was fluke early in the season. Roll damn Tide. All right, what else we got? Basketball, NBA updates. NBA, it's looking like anybody's league still. It's early. I mean, shout out to my Lakers. Shout out to the Lakers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Won the in-season tournament. Which begs the question, do y'all consider an in-season tournament championship the same as a finals championship? I don't personally. I do consider it's an achievement. And maybe in the future, as these, if they continue doing this and it becomes bigger, maybe it will be like the equivalent of winning a finals championship. But that the finals is the finals for a reason. There ain't no more. There ain't no more basketball after the finals until the next year. You lose, you lose. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I can't equate it at quite the same level as a finals championship, but I do believe it is it's a hallmark achievement for the Lakers, especially seeing as it's the first one. The Lakers winning, that only makes sense. So shout out to my Lakers, man. Congratulations. I'm proud of y'all. And we'll see how the season pans out. It's anybody's season right now. With that being said, guys, y'all know the deal. Y'all know the drill. We're about to go into our music segment. For those who don't know, if this is your first time tuning in, what I do is I tap in with undiscovered, underrated music talent every week. And I put your songs on here, man. I will pick through the songs that I like, and I pick every week for a song of the week. If I like your song, I'll get in touch with you. I'll let you know your song will be on whichever week's song of the week. And we'll give you some promotion, man. I'm trying to see everybody eat out here. That's the purpose of life. We got to make sure everybody good if we can. As many people as you can, you're supposed to help them out. That's what you should do as humans. That's just what the fuck's right. With that being said, this week's song of the week, I'm going to take you back in time. This is one of my songs. I guess you could say it's one of my first, not one of my very, very first songs, but it's off of my only collab project, and one of the earlier projects that I created, the J and Day tape, or the Day and J tape. I can't remember what the name of it is. I haven't listened to it in some time, but this song popped up, and I said, yeah, I think we'll make that the song of the week. It's called 5 O'Clock in Paris, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I've never been to Paris one fucking time in my life. But I thought the title was cool. It was like one of them Drake type instrumentals. And I said, this is some shit Drake would say, so why not make a song about it? And I think we did pretty good, especially being I was like about 19 at the time. So with that being said, without further ado, this song is 5 O'Clock in Paris by J02 and Smoke Day. I hope you enjoy. Yeah. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. Hope y'all celebrate, enjoying your life. Again, this is 5 O'Clock in Paris by me, Smoke Day. Check it out. 5 o'clock in Paris, I'm sitting right here staring at the wall, thinking about all this shit you done do. 5 o'clock in Paris, I'm sitting right here staring at the wall, reminiscing on the things we would do. 5 o'clock in Paris, I'm sitting right here staring, feeling like my time when I'm with you just isn't true. 5 o'clock in Paris, I'm sitting right here staring at the wall. Honestly, I don't know what to do. Damn. 5 o'clock in Paris, and maybe it's probably 6 now. She pissed now, she tripping, and that shit won't even sit down. Like who's Kiana? Shit, I don't know, no Kiana. Chill for a little bit, get out my face with all the drama, saying I'ma get my karma, but shit, you is my karma. Swear to God, it's getting harder. Why do I bother? Plenty women on roll, a couple more of these shows. Oh yeah, shout out Jeff. My boy Jeff's in the back. I forgot Jeff was on here with us. This is Jeff right here. And I'm just sitting talking like it's you and me. I'm fresh to death, no eulogy. Only you could ever see the fool of me. And you kept it on display like some rap jewelry. 5 o'clock in Paris, I'm sitting right here staring at the wall, thinking about all the shit you done do. 5 o'clock in Paris, I'm sitting right here staring at the wall, reminiscing on the things we would do. 5 o'clock in Paris, I'm sitting right here staring, feeling like my time when I'm with you just isn't true. 5 o'clock in Paris, I'm sitting right here staring at the wall. Honestly, I don't know what to do. Damn. Smoking on the little cage, thinking about you. We in Paris, at the bars, at the moon. With my money, how's your Clyde, now we ride. We in the kitchen,
reminisce about the time I write this rhyme. I had to spill how I feel. Love scars, damn, them shits is real. Now I'm trippy off the acid, yeah, I guess it. I gave you up, I threw it away, then I passed it. I threw it away, then I passed it. Never thought that this shit would explode like a gasket. Now I'm not this motherfucker sipping on some vodka, cause the emotions got me mixing with the vodka. And I'm sick and tired of the shit that we doing when you coming home from work. Arguing, you get into it soon as you walk through the door. Got my mind straight fucked. All I wanna do is get the fuck away. It's so fucked up because when it all started, it seemed so fresh. Young nigga, you love the nigga to death. But now it's like we always argue over continuous shit that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Damn. 5 o'clock in Paris.
That was a freestyle, by the way. Yeah. Probably one of my hardest freestyles, I ain't gonna lie.
5 o'clock in Paris, I'm sitting right here staring at the wall, reminiscing on the things we would do. 5 o'clock in Paris, I'm sitting right here staring, feeling like my time when I'm with you just isn't true. 5 o'clock in Paris, I'm sitting right here staring at the wall, and honestly, I don't know what to do. Damn.
Yeah. And again, that was 5 o'clock in Paris by me, Smoke Day, featuring Jeff Carter. Shout out to Jeff, man. I forgot. I can't leave you off here. I got to give you credit. He was on that first verse after the hook. I laid down the hook, and he had the first verse. Day had the second verse, and then I came in and finished it out. Shout out to Jeff, man. Jeff really had some real ass bars. Like, who's Kiana? Shit, I don't know no Kiana. Chill for a little bit. Get out my face with all that drama saying I'm gonna get my drama, but shit, you is my drama. Yeah, saying I'm gonna get my karma, but shit, you is my karma. Damn, that's a fucking bar. Anywho, you can find that on any platform. I'm talking everywhere. You know, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Tidal, the works. Just type in J.O.2. It's the J and Day tape, black with the smoke coming off the cover. Got some low key slept on bangers on there. So check it out at your own discretion, at your own leisure. With that being said, guys, we're going to get right back into it. It's going to be a short second segment. Only got 2 questions. Right quick and to the point. And both holiday questions. Seeing as it's the holiday season, everybody's in the mood for giving, you know. And essentially the question that was proposed to me is, are you excited for Christmas? Is a pig's pussy pork? Come on, man. Of course I'm excited for Christmas. And I'm excited for Christmas because I get to, of course, be with my family. See, you know, I love any chance I get to take away from the everyday hustle and bustle of working and is, you know, living down here in Charlotte. Excuse me. Ooh, I got a little congestion. Just anytime I get to kick it with the family, man, it's always a good time. There's never no weird vibes. It's all love, and that's hard to come by where it's all love. So yes, I'm excited for that. Also excited for our annual Christmas party. Speaking of, if you're listening to this episode right now, the next week's episode, so on next Friday, so the last Friday up, so this will be the last podcast of the year, will be a holiday special with my family on my dad's side. Now, I won't be recording on the audio form, so if you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts right now, I won't have an audio format to it. It will be strictly video, so you'll have to tap into the YouTube. So I'm telling you, if you usually listen to Spotify, all you have to do, follow me on my social medias. And if you follow me on my social medias, which I'm assuming most people who listen to me do, then just, you know, I'll post the YouTube link. I always post my link tree on my social medias that has the Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, and YouTube, so you can check those all out. So at any of those links, any time throughout the weeks that I've sent, tap in there, boom, you'll go to YouTube and it'll pull up my list. However, if you don't have my YouTube, just go on YouTube and type in JAMMIEONEIL2. That's all you gotta do, Jamie O'Neil 2, and you should find my YouTube channel where you can then like, subscribe, and hit that bell so every time I drop a video, you get the notification. I'll post up there next week. That's going to be a holiday special with all my family. Got some great questions I want to ask them. They're all characters, and we all get very fucked up every year and just have a great time. So I thought, why not record a video of us telling some stories? about our family. I mean, we got a wild family, man, and it's just like everybody else. So I think you'll truly enjoy that. So that's what I'm excited about for Christmas. Used to be presents, but now it's not as exciting on that end because I don't really get presents. You know what I get for Christmas? A bill in a week and a half. So I'm more excited, but I am excited for, gifting my younger siblings some money or presents and things of that sort. I mean, that makes it worth it. Seeing them happy really is all that matters at the end of the day. So yeah, I do like that part about Christmas. Last question of the Dirty 30 Part 7. Why do we return home for Christmas? Very, very deep question. This is actually one I asked I made this question up. I'm not gonna lie. This one didn't get sent in to me, guys. I made this one up specifically because I want to know. It's so what I want to do, and usually I ask you questions. But today, usually I answer the questions you ask me, but today I'm going to ask you a question. Why do we return home for Christmas? Everyone usually gives the same answer, and I just gave the answer that usually everyone gives. Well, it's the holidays. I want to be with the family. It's tradition. But what about Christmas? What about Christmas do we like so much? What I'm proposing to you is to dive deeper. Break down what it is exactly about being with your family, as I described, the moments, the memories that we make when I'm with my family. That's what makes me return home, makes me want to keep coming home, not just the fact that it's a tradition and everybody's supposed to be with family around Christmas. It's the memories, it's the moments for me. And I want to know what it is for you that makes returning home each holiday, specifically for Christmas, so special. So write it in the comments. If you're on Spotify, I'll pose that as the question for my Spotify poll. You can respond to that on Spotify. If you're on YouTube, just type it in the comments. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if there's comments on Apple Podcasts, because usually I listen to all of these on YouTube, because that's where I post I post them all there, and I just like YouTube. So if there is a comment section on Apple Podcasts, type it in there. If not, we'll figure out a way. But just, give me a response to why do you return home for Christmas each year? What is your purpose, right? That's it, guys. That's the Dirty 30 Part 7. Short, sweet, and to the point. Again, if you're listening for the first time, you can tap into YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and make sure you subscribe so you can get alerts every time I post. If you are returning, thank you. I really do appreciate this. This is love. I do enjoy this. This is a passion project of mine that I will continue to do because I love talking about things, man. I love getting it out in the open, and I love hearing different perspectives. The one thing I've come to learn is the wise man knows that he knows nothing at all. So you have to continuously grow and inform yourself, and the only way I can do that is to be challenged. And I love a challenge. I love when people offer new information. It helps me grow. So let's all grow together. Progression is the name of the game, and we got to stay with it. Happy holidays to you and yours. Merry Christmas. And JO2 signing off. Peace. He's falling off at this map, but this is his favorite map. He is usually a whiz kid on the T section, and I do believe he can turn it around and finish with the first kill. Good God, he shot that man's head off. My God, he shot him with the quickness. Oh, man, he coming around the corner. Bang, bang, got another one, a double. Bang with a triple. Bang with a quad. He about to kill them all. Bang, he cleared the board. Good God, he went for the ace and cleared the board, didn't he? They can't mess with that man. He's on fire. I'm talking about fuego. It's crazy. Yeah. I ain't, not even in hell would you see an ass whooping that bad. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Not even in hell would you see an ass whooping as bad as what's occurred today. Not even in hell. Shout out my boy Rob for that one. Oh shit, I'm still recording.
Dirty Dirty's in the air, boy. Don't be scared. Dirty Dirty's in the air, boy. Don't be scared. We be that dirty dirty. We be that dirty dirty. We be that dirty dirty.